All right, so in season one, we made some pretty big signings for the team, bringing Constant Tedias into the team, the young great talent to be the rotational cam behind Gibbs White. Then also brought in James Trafford to be a new number one goalkeeper, sent from Burnley here as an incredible goalkeeper for us, and also bringing Usman Diomande in from Sporting to improve the defence of this team. And as you can see, we went on to win the quadruple, but won the Carabao Cup as well. But as you can see, we won the FA Cup here. And we also then went on to win the Europa League, beating Dortmund in the final of this one. And the final game of the season, but the penultimate game of the season, it went down to a game against Chelsea for the title. Man City did lose their game. So if we won this game, we would be crowned Premier League champions. As you can see, we managed to do so, beating Chelsea 3-1 in the end. As you can see, Hudson Odoi scored a great goal there. There's still the victory to see us become Premier League champions and return to the top of not only European football, but also the top of domestic football in England. And you can see we finished top of the table, undefeated last season. And you can see here are the stats of the players that have performed. You want to pause and check it out for it to do so. And let's get into season 2 and make some huge signings to improve this team. All right, so here we are in season 2, and we've got a lot of money to spend, and we'll show you that in a second. But one thing I want to talk about is potential sales you guys said we should make in the comments down below. First of all, you guys said we should possibly sell Gibbs White. This is one that I possibly will listen to because in real life it's obviously linked heavily to a move to Manchester City. So I think this season we could sell him on. If a big team come in for him, it's going to be hard for us to say no to. And Hudson Odoi is a player you guys suggested we could sell and move or keep as a bench option. And I'm not against bringing in another left wing because Hudson Odoi was absolutely incredible for us last season. He was such a great player for us. I don't want to sell him. Like, he was incredible for us. And I think he could be a good rotation option as a left wing because he offers us something different. He's not the fastest player, but he's a very, very good end product player. I think he could be a great player. If we do move on Roman Sosa, we have Slater, and we could also have Hudson Odoi here as a rotation option for the player with Sanford left and right. You can see Ryan Yates is our current left back because I've moved Nico Williams down to the backup option because you guys want me to sign Miguel Gutierrez from Girona. We are going to sign there to be our new left back in this episode, and I see Ola Aina will be our right back for this team. We're also going to possibly bring in a new CDM to replace Danilo because he's not going to grow anymore this season, unfortunately. He was such a great player for us last season. We're going to possibly bring in another CDM this season to replace him. When he will drop down to a bench option, and we could possibly move on someone like Ryan Yates to make room for him on the bench and in the second team, etc. Let's get into the season, and I will show you that we do have a lot of money to spend. We have been given an absolute war chest in 185 million, so let's get spending that money and bring in some great players for this team. And for £70 million, we're signing the 85 rated Oyhan Sanset to be a new first team striker, replacing Chris Wood on the team. The Spaniard also can play cam striker and even do a job down the wing and also in centre mid. But he will be a new striker in this team. And Sanset, he's had an incredible season for Bilbao IRL. Could possibly see him move to a different team next season IRL. So we're going to sign him here to be a first team striker. Now we're in the Champions League, we can sign players like Oyhan Sanset. The 70 million is pretty much a bargain because he probably should go for about 100 million. But Sanset signs for us here, be our new first team striker, should be a very, very good versatile player for us in that striker role and get a lot of goals and also assists for us in this team. And joining his fellow Spanish compatriot through the doors, Miguel Gutierrez, the Girona left back for 40 million here. We're signing from Newcastle, who's joined in this series. We're signing him here to join his fellow Spaniard in Oyhan Sanset to be our new left back in the team. And Nico Williams being a backup to him, he should be a great player for us in the team. So he will make his debut in the games we had today. My voice is going for some reason, but he joins us here for 40 million. And it's a bargain we signed both players for on pretty much nearly their market valuation. But Gutierrez joins will be a great left back for us. So he always is a great left back in the game and a great left back higher role. But he's our new left back in the team and should be a very, very good player for us in the series. Alright, so after signing Gutierrez and Sansa, I want to talk about potential transfers we need to make next episode. We're going to sign a few more players next episode. And for the CDM role, you guys suggest we sign Ivan Ilic from Torino, the former Man City wonder kid. Obviously, left foot, a great player. Defensively, not the soundest, but a very, very good player that can get the ball forward for us. So you're not the best CDM like I mentioned before. Defensively, he ain't the greatest, but obviously can train up as well. He's very, very good in the attack. He can get the ball forward like I mentioned before. He could be a great box-to-box midfielder for us in the team. We also have Douglas Luiz, obviously moved from Aston Villa to Juventus, didn't really work out for him. Has been linked to a move to Nottingham Forest IRL fairly heavily as well. He's been obviously likes of joining Man City at one point, also joining Man United at one point as well. But Douglas Luiz could also join us here at Nottingham Forest, can revive his career here back in the Premier League, which is most likely going to move back to IRL. So more of a CDM than Ilic, as you can see by his stats. Obviously a good play going forward as well. Could be a great play for us in the team. We also have Alexander Pavlovic, the young German talent from Bayern Munich. Obviously he is a very, very good young talent as well. Can be a player we can develop as a deep line playmaker and centre half. He can play pretty much, do everything in the midfield as well. is a very, very good young talent. Obviously, a very, very good player IRL as well. And it could be a great player for us in the team. We also have Adam Wharton, the Crystal Palace CDM, obviously left-footed as well, 6 foot, good defensively, and very pretty good going forward as well. As you can see by his role, his play styles, his stats are pretty good as well. Defensively, he's a great player as well. Also being English, is a great signing we can make as well. And let me know down below, which one of these CDMs is just starting to replace Danilo in the first team? Should it be Ivan Illich and convert into a CDM? Should it be Douglas Luiz bringing back to the Premier League? Should it be Alexander Pavlovic, the young German talent? Or should it be Adam Wharton, who is signed to be in this team? Obviously, as you can see, signings like Adeyemi, you guys all suggested we could bring him to be a new left wing. I'm going to wait to do that before we make a CDM signing, because spending the money we do have, and also we haven't really sold anyone just yet, so we don't really have a lot of money to spend now. We have 70 million left to spend after bringing Gutierrez and also Sunset into the team. So after we sell a few players, we can bring in someone like Adeyemi as well, and also a CDM. Also, Ardagula is completely depending on if we do actually sell Gibbs White. If we do sell Gibbs White, then Ardagula will be a newcomer in the team. He's a very, very good young player. A very different style of coming, is a bit more diminutive, not the strongest, but a very, very good player. It would be great for us in the team. And obviously, it's always great. It was great in the Inter series as a right wing, so it would be great to use him as a cam in this team. And obviously, that is depending on if we do sell Gibbs White. Let's sim forward a little bit and update you on the transfers we do make and the sales we'll make as we go. And hopefully, our new signings can be great for us in this team. And you guys in the comments below, let me know which one of these players should sign for the CDM role. And we're about to face Man City here in the Community Shield to start this season off with. We've got a big offer for him from Manchester City. I was going to negotiate with them. They're trying to give it to Kushnov for the swap deal. We're not going to say it's going to be straight cash though. So Kushnov is a good young talent, but we don't need another centre back in this team. I'm going to negotiate with City here. So in real life, it's linked heavily to Man City, so it would make sense for us to sell him to them. Let's get into this deal and hopefully manage to get a lot of money from Man City here for our captain, one of our best players last season. We also have sold Chris Wood, by the way. He's going to go down in this over, so I thought it's best to sell him, cash it in him after his 40-goal involvement last season, last campaign. So Gibbs White will possibly be leaving us here to Man City here for hopefully around 60 to 70 million. And as you can see, Gibbs White has unfortunately left us to join Man City here for 70 million, which is 30 plus million above his market valuation, which does we managed to get a big deal out of him. They were at one point offering us De Bruyne in the swap deal, which I was very tempted to take, because De Bruyne's stats are still insane in the game, and he's very, very good at passing. But I thought, you know what, we'll get the 70 million for Gibbs White. It's nearly double, well, it's just over double his market valuation, which is to see. And well, it's getting to the deal to bring Ardagula to Nottingham Forest to be his replacement for the cam role. And also we're going to play against Gibbs White, the first game in the episode against Man City in the Community Shield. So hopefully we're not going to see how big of a loss it's going to be for us straight away. And joining from Real Madrid here to take over and Gibbs White in the camera, as we said before, is going to be Ardagula, the Turkish international. He's a very, very good young player, starting to get some game time for Real Madrid and prove why he should be in their team. So a great young talent. We know how good he can be. We used him in SC24 in the Inter Milan series as a right wing, and he was unbelievable in that role. But here in the cam role in this team, he should be absolutely incredible as well. Replacing Gibbs White is going to be a big hole for him to fill, but I believe he can do so. Let's give him his debut in our next game against Man City, and hopefully he can win a trophy on his debut. Alright, so it's going to be a trial by fire for the likes of Sunset, Ardagula, and also Gutierrez making their debuts in this game in the Community Shield up against Man City. So we won the domestic treble last season. We won the Premier League, won the Carabao Cup, and also the FA Cup. We're just about moving Man City to the final, where the game is going down to the final 2 games of the season, and they lost to Fulham, and we beat Chelsea to see us win the Premier League title. So they're looking to get revenge against us here by winning a trophy here. Let's get into this one. Wembley's been kind to us, like I mentioned before. We beat also at Wembley in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup finals. So hopefully here we can beat Man City to win the Community Shield and then get into the Super Cup final after this. So hopefully win that one as well. Gutierrez is defending him early on in this one. So Danilo, it's a very, very hefty style by Man City. They're all over us to start this game off with. So Trafford, our new number 1 goalkeeper, took over the role last season, Eddie Anderson, alongside Sangare. But here is Haaland. Ball to Perone. Perone hits it, but that's going to be easily stopped. And that's going to be a corner for them. No, unfortunately. The ball deflected out by Eddie Anderson. It's going to be a corner for them. Foden short to Bernardo Silva. Shot taken, blocked by Danilo there. Gutierrez. Into that Hudson-Odoi going on a run here. It's done so, but there is Teo Hernandez. Well, Hudson-Odoi steals it off him. And here too, Oyhan set for his first shot, but it's blocked by Militao. Here goes Haaland up against Diomande. That's incredible defending there to fund Diomande up against him. here's Sunset. Ball looking for Hudson-Odoi. First opportunity ready for us in this game, and Hudson-Odoi unfortunately just drags it wide there. Get Olaina to win the header, and he has done so. And here goes Alanga. He's not really had anything to do in this game because he's up against Theo Hernandez, who's one of the best fullbacks in the world, like I mentioned. But Alanga here is going straight for their team. Alanga makes it 1-0 to start the second half off with. Man City's defence was caught sleeping. The only person paying attention was seemingly Theo Hernandez, but he could not come over in time to stop Anthony Alanga there, who opens the scoring. We almost scored to end the second half with Alanga, well, not Alanga, with Hudson-Odoi, sorry. But he unfortunately put it wide of that far post. But Alanga finds the side net in there in the bottom corner. It's a great finish there from him. Now Alanga here puts us 1-0 up here in the Community Shield final. And you'll have to see it. Theo Hernandez as well there, showing his attacking prowess as well. But there's Anderson stepping in. Theo Hernandez took a bit too long on the ball there. He could have played the ball through to Haaland, but he didn't do so. He's waiting a bit too long to do so. Here's Arda Güler. Sending through. Oyhan Sunset for his first opportunity here. Properly, it's some more there. Get the ball to Hudson-Odoi, who shoots a Magnon. What a save. This is a dangerous situation. Theo Hernandez driving forward with the ball here. But that's great defending there for Miguel Gutierrez. There's one way to show you're going to be a great player for us. It's defending in those situations in a big game like this. Arda Güler. Hudson-Odoi. Sunset sending through. Anthony Alanga for 2-0. That was a great through ball there by Oyhan Sunset, who gets the assist there. And Alanga at the double. Scores a second. Beats Magnon for a second time here. Puts it across goal again into that bottom corner. He's great at finding those bottom corners. Anthony Alanga in this series is great. He's a great finisher for us. It's a great through ball. Perfectly played to perfection there. Header Marquinhos just in front of Anthony Alanga for him to hit it first time. It's an assist for Sunset and a second goal for Alanga. Take Kovacic over here to Rodri. Rodri hits it, and Rodri wide of the post. Take Kovacic. It's Erling Haaland, who's had nothing to do in this game because Diamande's been all over him. And now, ball into Sunset. Sunset can hold up the play. And play a great ball over to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi does well there to take it down. Back here to Arda Güler. Arda Güler's got a great long shot on him, and Arda Güler. Oh, can't get the ball to Arda Güler there. Haaland, Diamande's all over him again there. Haaland would have nightmares of Diamande. Ball in here too. Oyhan sets for his first goal in Nottingham Forest colours. And Sunset's found the back of the net. It's 3-0. It's a goal and an assist on the debut for Oyhan Sunset. Obviously, this game technically is a friendly, but there's a trophy on the line, so we're going to win it. After this game, we're going to take on Bayern Munich, by the way, the team that won the Champions League in the Super Cup final. So that'll be a big game for us to prove if we can hang in the Champions League this season. But Oyhan Sunset makes it 3-0, and the game's done. It's a 3-0 win here. Our second half performance has been clear of Man City in this one. They've struggled to defend us in the second half. And because of Diamande, Haaland's been so quiet in this game. And we can make it 4. Oh, Hudson-Odoi, I love that from you. Hudson-Odoi still going here. He's looking for Sunset, but Militao's there. But the game's going to be done here. There's a full-time whistle. Let's cut to the trophy lift and see Eddie Anderson lift his first trophy as captain of Nottingham Forest. And well, things are changing here in England because Nottingham Forest have won 4 domestic trophies now. Last season we won, like I mentioned, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League title, now won the Community Shield. We could also add to our European successes last season, we won the Europa League as well. We could see ourselves win the Super Cup. In the next game we're going to play Eddie Anderson, lifts the trophy. You'd love to see it. Let's get into our next game up against Bayern Munich, like I mentioned, and hopefully win the UEFA Super Cup to prove Nottingham Forest are back to the top. And here we are, the UEFA Super Cup final up against a very, very tough Bayern Munich team. They've signed David Alaba back into their team. Obviously, they've got Musiala who will be in the team as well. Obviously, as you can see, they've got a very good team. They've got Edison in goal. As you can see, obviously, probably Palhinha will start in the team over Goretzka, Musiala right cam, Alaba maybe at centre-back, and I can see the team is great, though. It'll be a tough game to face the team that won the Champions League last season. Now let's get into this one and hopefully win another European trophy, which will be the UEFA Super Cup to add to our Europa League. Those are the 2 previous Champions League titles that Nottingham Forest won out of row in their history. The hardest chance we face all series long. So we beat Dortmund in the Europa League final, but obviously Bayern are a different beast when it comes to winning trophies. So we're going to have to put our best performance forward here in this one. That's what's at the door here, running at Conrad Lima, I believe, at full-back, and he's done more to get past him. And that way, Johansson set there for their shot, blocked by Upamecano and Kimmich with the press, etc. But so far we're doing well to defend. And there goes Hudson-Odoi, fancies himself up against Lima in this one, and I would too, to be honest, if I'm Hudson-Odoi. Here's Sunset, room to hit one, Sunset does so, and that's a great finish there. An incredible finesse shot there by Oyhan Sunset, finds the bottom corner. And he's 2 for 2 in terms of goals in this episode. Hudson-Odoi with the assist. When I hit that, I thought that was going to be a good attempt. I didn't expect it to find the back of the net, though. It's a great finish there by Sunset. And it's bending it into the far corner there of the goal. No saving that for their goalkeeper. They don't have Neuer or either Ederson in goal for some reason. They've got a different goalkeeper. I'm not too sure who it is. But Sunset does well there. Gets a finesse shot away, and there's a great finish there by him. And we take a 1-0 lead over Bayern here in the Super Cup final, courtesy of Oyhan Sunset. Oh, Gutierrez. Referee, how is that a free kick? Harry Kane shot to Alphonso Davies. Oh, Davies has done more there. Davies inside, shot taken, Trafford. Good save there. Kimmich. Anna's lose the ball there. Elise. Oh no, Kane's got to shoot and score. Trafford, no, what a save. Kane should have scored there. Harry Kane should have scored. But Trafford makes a great save. Diomande clear. Alanga takes it down, but that's going to be put back towards Elise. Diomande blocks. Harry Kane. Good challenge right against him. Good challenge from Gutierrez against Elise. And Gutierrez can carry the ball forward for us here. I can hopefully find Oyhan Sunset here. Hits it first time, but it's gone wide of the post. Well, we're playing great here in this game. It's a great attempt, but Sunset doesn't find it back in it the second time here. Here's Elise. Gutierrez again in there. Lovely challenge there from him. Upamecano, good work there. There's Elise just before the half-time break. Ball into Jamal Musiala. Over here to Kingsley Coman. Coman shoots. Trafford, what a save. But the loose ball is turned in by Musiala. Of course it falls. I'm not sure why Company is on the manager in the game. They actually have his face scanning in the game, but for some reason they're not making him the manager of Bayern in this game. But the loose ball forces Jamal Musiala, and it's 1-1 at the half-time break, courtesy of that. Back here to Gula here. Ordinary can find Sunset. Sunset on the turn, hits it. Sunset denied by Peretz in goal. Got blocked by Ola Aina. It's going to fall back to them, but there's Alangelo getting the ball off them. It's been a very nothing second half so far. Not much has happened, and that's going to be a foul there by Conrad Lima, and possibly a red card. There's only a yellow for him, thankfully for him. Doy. Go skip at the challenger. Hudson-Odoi now, still going here. Plays it across, looking for Alanga, but Upamecano's there to save Bayern from conceding there. Ola Aina, great defending, and a great defender again there. Odegaard now. And that's going to be that should be a red card against Kimmich there. It's from behind, it's cynical there from the captain. It should be a red card for Kimmich. If it isn't, yes, it's a red card. There we go. It's a cynical foul. There was no need to make it. And Bayern now down to 10 men. There's just nothing for me going in these positions. Hudson-Odoi, Alanga, back to Hudson-Odoi here to make it 2-1. How have you not scored there? That isn't even Hudson-Odoi's fault. How has it not ended up in the back of the net? And here's Johansson sets on set. Here to Hudson-Odoi. Beats Conrad Lima. Inside here, but Lima recovers. But he's giving the ball away to Anthony Langer here, who wins the game late on. A massive error there by Conrad Lima, who passes it directly to Anthony Langer there, who puts it in between the legs there of Peretz, and wins us the UEFA Super Cup here. We deserve it. We've been the better team. It's been a tough game. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. I really don't understand what he's trying to do. It's a massive error. And Langer there turns, shoots through the legs of the keeper, and wins us this game late on. You'll have to see it. And it's going to be another trophy here for us. It's another European trophy in the cabinet for Nottingham Forest. Let's cut to the trophy lift and into the outro in the menu and talk about potential signings for the next episode for you guys to decide on down below. And here we are, the trophy lift here. Obviously, Eddie Anderson just lifted the Community Shield here a few days ago. Now he gets to lift the UEFA Super Cup as captain of Nottingham Forest, and could be possibly see him lift the Champions League at the end of the season. That is the question. So that's the main trophy we're going for. We obviously won every other trophy now that we need to try and win, but the Champions League is the one that we want to win. And Eddie Anderson here lifts the trophy. You'd love to see it. Like I said, let's get into the menu, talk about potential signings for CDM and possibly more players. And let's get to the menu and talk about and do the outro there. But one more trophy lift maybe here. Let's see it. Let's see Anderson lift it one more time. And we're going to see it possibly here. There we go. Here's the second trophy lift here for Anderson. Let's get into the outro. Alright, so that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. And drop in the comments below which CDM we should sign it between either Pavlovic, Ilic, Douglas Luiz or Adam Wharton for the CDM role, as I mentioned before. Also, which winger we should sign next episode. We've got 124 million left to spend. Should we bring in Adeyemi, who would rotate between the right wing and left wing positions? Or should we bring in Jimmy Gittins and also do the same? Let me know down below which of these we should sign for the wing position in the comments down below. And that is going to call it for this one. So like I said, drop in the comments down below which CDM we should sign and which winger we should sign for the team as well. And obviously the team's playing incredible football, won 2 trophies in this episode, and Sansa and Gula have been great on the debuts. Gutierrez has been incredible in the team so far. As the next episode we're signing with a CDM, and then left wing to improve this team even more. We're going to get an even better team to compete in the Champions League and possibly also win the Premier League again this season. And yeah, that's going to call it for this one. So obviously drop a comment down below who we should sign, like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.